a healthy man and what is he looking for? And this is going to be kind of a summary of everything I've learned and experienced with men, my clients, the men that I know. I love to study men's brain, so I read a lot on understanding the man's brain and how it works, and just, a healthy masculine man, what are they really looking for? So, inshallah, I'm going to summarize all of it in this video. I will have another video for women, just so that a man can understand what a healthy woman is looking for. And the point of these videos is to help you see, okay, I want a healthy marriage. I want a healthy, beautiful, long-lasting, sustainable marriage. And what does it take to be a match for a healthy man? What is a healthy man looking for? What is a healthy woman looking for? Am I matching that? That way, we're kind of reverse engineering the thing so that you understand, like, okay, this is I really want a healthy man, but for some reason my patterns keep attracting really unhealthy men where my relationships just, cause so much drama and pain. I wonder what's going on. So, inshallah, this will give you some insight on what a healthy man is looking for. It's typically not what the internet tells you it is. Because what's prompting me to make this video is every time I see like a celebrity get cheated on, okay, in the comment section, it's always like, oh my God, she was so beautiful and gorgeous and she had everything and she still got cheated on. What that is saying, the programming in our minds is that if a woman is attractive, if she's very hot and she has a lot of money, that means she will get a good man. Okay? Just I want you to hear that logic for a minute. If she's very attractive, then she'll get a man who's very loyal to her. Okay, that's not true because looks don't attract value. Okay, it's just matter of fact, the hotter a woman is, the harder it is for her to actually find a valuable a value-driven man, sorry, a value-driven man, because naturally, if this goes both ways, by the way, if someone is too attractive, their brain is going to be driven more on their looks and more the physical stuff rather than a foundational like values driven. Okay, so I'll talk about that in another video probably because it's a deep one. But let's start off with number one. Okay, what is a healthy emotional man, healthily emotionally secure man looking for? Number one, emotional safety. Okay, emotional safety. He's not looking for a woman he's so excited about and like always like no, he wants someone who he can be himself with, who he won't be afraid of being judged with about everything he does or he feels like he doesn't need to walk on eggshells around her. He just feels like he can be himself. He can say what he needs to say and he can be himself. That doesn't mean a woman is like, she's a doormat and she can't say anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he can be himself, and if she does have criticism towards him, she would say it in a respectful manner so that he's more able to accept it. When a woman, I'm going to flip this around from a woman's perspective. If a woman is not secure in herself, how that tends to show up practically speaking is she tends to, if she doesn't see herself as enough, she's going to project that onto her man. Oh, he's not doing enough here. He's not doing enough there. He's not doing enough there. And just nagging and nitpicking about how he's not doing enough, that will literally make any man run away. Or if it's a very unhealthy dynamic, he might find that like attractive because it's familiar from his whatever unhealthy wounds. The second thing is respect. It is so, so important for a man to be respected because this isn't the same as women in terms of like what they really, really value. Women value more appreciation and more of like feeling desired and appreciated. Men are more about respect. Okay. So respect is kind of like you're not like micromanaging him and not trusting him and making him feel like he's a little kid. You're if you have criticism, you say it with respect. You say like, this bothers me because of this. You don't like say you're an idiot and you don't know what you're doing and you're always this and you're always that. Like that will drive any healthy man away because if you don't have the emotionally healthy skills to communicate, hey, uh, you know, I have this feeling that this bothers me when you do this. and it bothers me when you do this. And a healthy man will listen to that and be like, okay, done, I'm in. But you say it in a very respectful way. If you constantly disrespect him, once or twice or whatever, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying like constantly micro doing it, like micro little disrespect here and there, little punches here and there. He will feel it. He will not want to commit to you. He will be like, this is not it. You have to like praise him and be like, oh my God, you're so amazing. That's not respect. And the thing is, women think that men think have the same brain as women. That's a woman doesn't need like a man doesn't need praise. He needs to be respected. And respect is just sometimes it's just silence, it's just respecting the way he makes decisions, the way he leads. And if you have comments, you say it in a respectful way. That's all he's asking for. He's willing and he just feels safe around you because he knows that you respect him. And that when a man sees that that woman is respecting him, he wants to do more for her. Three, and this is kind of more quality, like traits, personality traits, is more of the traits of like fun, playful, light, like warm, those kind of women. They're just fun to be around. This is both for men and women. Like if a woman is really fun, playful, light to be around, it's just everyone wants to be around her because this is the playfulness of things makes things much more attractive. And playful doesn't mean you're playing around before marriage or whatever. What I mean by playful is more like you're not taking everything so seriously and so like like it's this or this is not okay or in a very rigid way. There's no rigidity. It's more of like you're playful, you're light, she just, she kind of goes with the flow. Her energy is very light. And I don't know how to say this better, but more of like she's kind of carefree and at the same time very firm on her values. Okay, she's not someone who just like, okay, I'll go with the flow. Okay, we're doing this. Okay, okay, but she has values. She has things she wants. She speaks up for herself. A firm woman, but a playful, kind, like flowy woman. Okay, a healthy man is also looking for a woman who has her own identity, right? Her own personality, her own life. Healthy man, okay, secure man, okay. So the misconception is like, oh, a healthy man doesn't want a woman who doesn't need a man or has this whole like, I'm independent, I don't need anyone kind of thing. Which, by the way, I used to be like that. It's very it was coming from hurt, so that's why I was like, I don't need a man. But the truth is, uh, a healthy man finds a woman who's very like she has a life, she's fully fulfilled, and she would love to have a man. She's like desiring it. Like I want to. Okay? He doesn't want someone who's constantly like, I need you, I need you, I need you. I need a woman who's like, I need a man to make me feel chosen. A healthy man's not gonna like that. A healthy man can sense it and he's gonna run away because he's gonna feel pressure. He's gonna feel pressure of like, oh, she really needs me. I gotta go. Right. But again, a healthy man, because a unhealthy man will feel like, oh, I need to be needed so I can feel like I actually matter. But a healthy man's more of like, she has her own life and she wants to be with me. I'm in. Okay, that is a healthy dynamic. So the balance here is not a woman who doesn't need any man or a woman who actually, I need a man right now or I won't be okay. Those two are two extremes. What a man is looking for is a securely healthy a woman who knows how to be interdependent. Interdependent means she knows how to be in a relationship with someone where she chooses him and he's not the one like feeling like, oh my God, she needs me all the time and like if I don't validate her every second, she's not gonna be okay. That's a lot of pressure for a healthy man. So a woman who has a life, who wants to choose him in a healthy way, right? In a very like, I want him, not because I need him, because I would love to spend time with him. And a woman who knows how to manage her emotions, not dumping everything on him. A secure man also is looking for a woman who aligns in terms of values and vision of their life. Okay, so if a woman has, the same kind of faith values, the same kind of lifestyle vision, the same kind of, family goals, she doesn't have to be materially on the same level, obviously, but she has a life. Okay, she's not just sitting at home doing nothing. And if she is sitting at home doing nothing, is she doing something that's like, does she have a life? Is what I mean. even if she's not making money, but does she have a life? And that's what matters to a high level, secure, healthy man. I know I keep repeating it because I need to ingrain that message in you that that's what a secure man looks for. He doesn't look for who's like the most perfect woman. Okay. He's looking for what values. He's looking for values. Do we have a value match? Do we have this? Do we have that? That's very attractive to him. And I'm going to come to attraction in a minute, but I just have to point that out that he's not looking for perfection. He's looking for alignment in values and alignment in what you guys are both like looking for. In terms of physical attraction, yes, it does matter to men, but it's not at the level that women think it matters. Okay. So if you hear a man, and this is really common, by the way, uh, unhealthy men, they look for a very like, I need a really hot woman. I need a really attractive woman when they themselves don't have much to offer. There's a reason for that. Okay, they're making up for an insecurity. That's another thing. But what I'm talking about here is healthy men. They're the attraction they're looking for is more of like they're not looking for the hottest woman. They're looking for, does this feel right to me? Does this sit right? Would I want to be with her? Because even if you really think about it, the healthy men that you know that are married, look at their wives. On average, they're most of them are very average looking. They're not the hottest woman out there. Okay? I'm talking about secure women, secure men, I mean. Okay? Why? Because they know there's more to a woman than just looks. And the men who are the unhealthy men who are very obsessed with looks, I can tell they've watched a lot of, you know what I'm talking about, a lot of images or situations or, social media or other things that have messed with their brain so much that physical attraction is extremely like she has to be a 10 out of 10 or else I can't be attracted. Pornography can have an effect on that, and other things too. That's another video. But anyway, back to a healthy man. He is looking for a woman that feels right to like, I like her body. I like the way her face looks, even though he can't see your body, obviously, before marriage, but I like what I'm seeing. Okay, it doesn't have to be like, wow, it can just be normal. It can just be like a normal woman. Because a healthy man, he isn't sitting here thinking, what kind of prize trophy wife can I marry so that other people can think, wow, he married a really attractive woman. He must be an amazing man. Okay, that's a man who has not worked on himself. But a man who has worked on himself and he's just like, I just want a woman I can, be with and be attracted to and have an amazing life with. They're not looking for perfection. Attraction with a man is sustained by emotional safety, with respect, with warmth, with like when a man sees that his woman is like she respects him, she does all like not does all the things a wife should do. By the way, that's not what a man actually cares for. He cares about how does he feel when she's around? Okay, does she bring him down or does she like does he feel like fun and does he feel like he wants to be around her? That's what sustains attraction. And so physical attraction, yes, it matters, but more importantly, when there's the depth behind it, it increases physical attraction. This is why I say when you don't really want to judge when if a man is watching this and you don't really want to judge a woman right away. You want to take a look like, oh, what's the depth behind her first? That increases physical attraction. And you don't, if you just can't find her physically attracted, obviously don't even entertain it. For a woman listening to this, what does this mean for you? It means I need you to remove this image, this idea that men want perfect women. A healthy man wants a perfect woman who's always highly achieving and all this and all that. That's not true. And I want to add, many high achieving women who are high achievers in their life struggle with finding a high value man because women who are very high achieving are determine their worth by what they do and how much money they make, which makes them more in the competing with a man energy and without they don't even realize it. Okay, so there's no, it feels very, and then they get this thing of like, oh, well, men don't like a woman who's very high achieving. But the truth is, it's because many women who haven't done the work they show up in a very the word is masculine, but I want to say the word is like serious and there's no playfulness. There's no like it's more like trying to prove that you are worthy based off of what you do. And that's not what a man cares about. So there's so much that I can say about what men want and what don't, but definitely I've actually wrote a summary of what men don't want. Okay. Men don't want a woman who need constant reassurance. And it's okay, obviously, for a woman to want like, hey, tell me this, tell me that. This is more after marriage though. Before marriage, if you constantly need reassurance, men are not going to want to commit to that. Men who or women who feel pressure to make them commit. Like you gotta come on, we gotta figure this out now. And pressure in a way that like it's coming from a fear of being alone or a fear of this not working out. So they're like, all right, come on, we gotta figure this out. Um, Women who also make the idea of being married to them very heavy. Like there's just a lot that comes with it. And it's just not, it doesn't feel exciting or fun or light to be with. It just feels like I'm gonna be married in a jail cell, just trying to reassure her all the time. And it just does not feel good. Okay. So pressure kills desire. Pressure kills any form of like, I don't want to, like, I just don't want to be with her. Okay. But the more calm a woman is, with boundaries enforced, by the way. I'm not saying, and I've already said this before, but you don't just sit around and be the girlfriend and be like, okay, whenever you want, you come and you say, this is my timeline for marriage. Are we on the same page? Yes or no? No? Okay, on to the next. But there's no pressure. There's no like, okay, all right, when are you gonna marry me? That's you're if you have to ask that question, you're done. Okay, most of the time. Obviously, there's exceptions. So this is the final thing I want to say, but men marry not because they're convinced, okay, I guess she's fine, but they marry only when they see that life would be feel easier and better with her than without her. If they see that, then they're in. At a kind of a summary, men want a woman who helps them feel like they feel at peace being with. Not the woman who's constantly like a project. Now, a huge caveat to the woman listening to this. I feel like you would hear this and you'd be like, okay, I have to be a very good girl and I have to be at peace all the time and I can't speak up and I can't, do this or I can't do that. The key to what a man is looking for is if you are a secure woman who speaks up with respect, who has an identity, who respects herself, who has a life, who has a personality, who's like you can see that there's things like I want to have a life with her. That's what he wants to commit to. He doesn't want to marry someone who's like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I don't know what I want. I just want you to say I like you that you like me and that's like there's no substance. There has to be substance. And I hope this video doesn't come across the wrong way, but as a woman listening to this, this is not an invitation for you to mold yourself into what men want. This is more of like, am I a match for what I'm looking for? Am I showing up too serious, too heavy, too scared, too afraid, too like constantly nervous? It's okay that you're nervous, it's okay that you're anxious, but like are you vulnerable? Is it easy for you to be vulnerable or are you terrified of what he thinks? And a woman who's terrified of chasing men or looking like she's chasing men is someone who is chasing because she's more worried about what he thinks of her than what she thinks of herself. Okay. Um, yeah. But there's so much to say. I will probably maybe make a part two about this. Let's see how this goes. But I will talk about what women are attracted to so that men understand women, inshallah. All right. And heads up, by the way, I do have my next group cohort coming up on February 7th. In case you didn't know, the link is you can sign up in the link in the bio, and then the prices do go up. So I hope you can sign up before it does. And inshallah, I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.